Good morning and welcome to the Groves Grandparents and Special Friends Day celebration. I'm Kim Peoples, head of school at Groves, and I'm pleased to join you today as your MC. We're going to have a great time together as we celebrate our students, you, our grandparents and special friends, and the important work of transforming lives through education at Groves. I'm so happy to be with you virtually, even though we can't be together in person. Thank you for taking time to log on from the comfort of your home. Grandparents and special friends play such an important role in the lives of our students. We are so thankful for the ways you support the Groves community, and most importantly, for the love and encouragement you shower on those special students. Today, we will share the outstanding work that happens in our school, the Learning Center, and in our community through the Groves Literacy Partnerships. You will also hear from our students, take a peek into the day in the life of a Groves student, and enjoy the special student programs. You will also learn about the ways you can support Groves through things like our Grandparents Club and the Groves Gala. Let's get started by watching a brief video all about Groves.
At Groves Learning Organization, we want to change the world in terms of how we teach people to read and how literacy instruction is delivered in schools. Literacy and reading give kids agency, and they create independence and open up opportunities that may be closed to them if those skills don't develop early enough in life. And when they don't, we know that the trajectory can be really scary. Every student is capable of learning, some just need a different way. Through deep experience rooted in literacy instruction, as well as a really specific focus on the challenges faced by neurodiverse learners, Groves Learning Organization helps students unleash their brilliance. GLOW originally started as Groves Academy over 50 years ago by this intrepid group of families who just needed something totally different for their kids. And today, we're sharing our proven methods outward to the world for those that need them most. And we do this through Groves Academy, Groves Literacy Partnerships, and Groves Learning Center. Our very passionate team is committed to redefining the way our nation is taught, one student, one teacher, and one school at a time. We believe strongly that embracing neurodiversity is critical to solving some of our biggest challenges. These are people who think differently and who process differently, and these kids are amazing. They are the disruptors and they are the creators, and today they just need to be understood and have an approach to teaching that's going to unleash their brilliant potential. Once we illuminate the path to literacy for all students, there is no telling what they'll be capable of.
I'm so proud to be a part of this organization. I'd like to take this time to introduce you to the president of Groves Learning Organization, Dan Morgan. Dan's entire career has been in education, helping students who think differently get what they need and unlock their true potential.
Thanks, Kim, for that really warm introduction. We are so lucky to have you leading Groves Academy. And thanks to all of you grandparents out there and special friends of our students here. We are thrilled to have you join us on what is usually a really fun day, engaging with Groves Academy and with your grandchildren and your students here with us. As Kim mentioned, my whole entire career has been working with neurodiverse students just like those in your family or those that you care about. These are incredible kids. They think differently. They process information differently. They are brilliant. We love them, and the world needs these students. And we are here at Groves Academy just to help unleash their brilliance. And as I think about the impact of my grandparents on my life, and I think about what they did, one whole half of my family are educators. My grandmother was a teacher. My grandfather was a teacher of Latin and English and a principal of a tiny little high school in a tiny little town called Argyle, Wisconsin. And just last week, he was inducted into their Education Hall of Fame. And I just saw the pictures about it, and it looks amazing. And so I can just think about the impact that he had on his community, and really right on down through my life and my family, the impact he's had on me in helping me understand how important education is. And so I think about that for you all as grandparents and supporters of students here at Groves. That's the kind of impact that you can have as well. And so we are just so grateful for all of your support, and any contributions you might be able to make to our organization are just so very much appreciated. And we thank you for spending the time with us today. And I invite anybody to reach out to me at any point. If you have any questions, I'm always here to engage and to talk. Have a great day.
Next, I'd like to introduce you to a few of our upper school students. The upper school students, 9th through 12th grade, were given an opportunity to write an essay to reflect on relationships with their grandparents and how important they are in their lives. Alex, Bella, and Luca's essays were chosen to share with you today. Please enjoy hearing from some of our standout students.
Dear Grandma, I was thinking of you the other day. Someone left a little surprise of candy wrappers in a banana box at work. It made me think of the cockroach you sent us years ago, along with some clothes and newspaper funnies. Even though it was airmail, it still arrived dehydrated and wrinkled and smelly. Oh, the smell. That was the worst thing I had ever smelled in my life. I still love you, but that was just too random, too much. I much preferred eating a fish sandwich with you and Hershey at Agua Caliente Park back in March. That was one of the best days of online COVID school that I definitely went to. Or even when we took a trip up Mount Lemon to Summer Haven. While some utensils were left behind, the picnic and views of the city were incredible. The whole day was amazing, and of course, it was nice to get away from the hot temperatures of 83 degrees. Of course, I had just come from Minnesota, where our highs were in the 30s and 40s, and your high temperatures regularly reach 120 degrees. It still messes with my mind how snow could fall, but I guess 8,000 feet makes it happen. Of course, the night we got EG's was way better. Just the two of us and Hershey enjoying the sunset with one-of-a-kind sandwiches. It's a bummer there aren't more locations. Guess that adds to how much of a treat they are. Even though you moved in with Uncle Nate, Grandpa Jack and Diane are still there. I wonder if we could crash with them for a night or two. What do you think? Thanks for all the memories, Grandma. And to all the grandparents out there, thank you for sharing your memories, stories, or even a day together. Us grandkids might not know it then, but the time we spend with you will be something we treasure forever. Talk to you later, Grandma. Alex.
My name is Maren, and I'm going to be reading Bella's grandparents' letter. Dear Grandpa, happy Grandparents' Day to someone so special to me that I couldn't have made it every day without the thought of you in mind. Thank you for always loving me no matter what. I will always hold you, your smile, and your laugh so close to my heart whenever you're far or near. You make my days better even though they are tough. I'm so grateful to have you in my life and to even call you my grandpa. You live so far away now, but I remember as a kid when we went up to visit your house in Boise, Minnesota, I'd play with a toy train that would make popping sounds and admire the glow of the stars on the ceiling. Back in 2017, when you came to live with us, I enjoyed eating dinner as a family every day at the same time, even when we were chaotic. I felt as if you put some ease in our day. When you moved to Grand Rapids for extra support with your health, I never had appreciated how wonderful it was to have you around all the time. The trouble you've been going through lately makes me not having you around 24/7 even harder. I don't want to get all sappy, but missing you in those hard times makes the visits even more special and makes me realize how grateful I am to have such a wonderful grandpa and always brings a smile to my face. Thank you for still loving me through the hardest times. I promise I will keep getting those good grades, and when I do, I'll think of you. Lastly, I will save the name that you gave me, and I won't let anyone else call me it, because even though I don't like the name Izzy, I like it when you call me that. I am counting the days till I come visit again. I love you, Izzy.
Hello everyone, my name is Luca Dalton, and I'm a senior here at Groves Academy. I would like to express my gratitude not only to the special friends and grandparents here today, but to two of my own, Grandma Rosie and Pappy Dan. I was born on the West Coast, in Oakland, California, so visiting them here in Minnesota was always such a treat. That all changed when we decided we could get a better education here. When we got here, we stayed with my grandparents until we were able to find suitable housing. During that summer, I made some memories that I will never forget. Playing aggravation or wig out with my grandma, sharing a cookie addiction with my grandfather, learning to drive a golf cart, watching my cousin's flip set golf cart, were definitely going the speed limit in my grandfather's white Corvette. Both my grandma and grandpa have supported me so much over the years. When I was taking drum lessons and playing shows around the Twin Cities, they would come to every show they could, even though I'm sure it wasn't their style of music. Over my time on the trap shooting team, we'd go to visit them afterward, and they'd always be interested in the happenings of the team or my scores for the day. Unfortunately, with the coronavirus and not wanting to endanger them, I have not gotten to see them as much as I would like to. But hopefully, once we can do away with masks, I'll finally be able to see them and share holidays with them. I love you, Grandma and Grandpa. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex, Bella, and Luca, for sharing your essays with us about the importance of your grandparents. And your essays remind me certainly of the importance of my grandparents, but I also think about the importance of my son's grandparents and the important role that they've played in his life. I think of, this is the first experience that my son has had going off to college. His first year of college was the wonderful basement of our home. That was his first experience of being on a college campus. And this past August, we had the wonderful experience of taking him to his college campus, and that wouldn't have been possible without the wonderful support of his grandparents, both in ways that we certainly know about, and all the wonderful advice and support that they've offered behind the scenes. Grandparents play such a phenomenal role, and that certainly goes for my son's grandparents. Their unconditional love, their warm advice that they give that we know about, and the advice that they give that we don't know about, that my son takes to heart, and that he grows ever stronger because of it. My son is a better person, and he is becoming an even better man because of the advice from his strong grandmothers, his grand-gran, and his big mama. So because of their influence, because of their unconditional love, he is growing into the person that he is destined to be. It's their nurturance, their wisdom, their guidance, their love, their support. And that's a love, nurturance, and guidance that he'll always cherish, and that he'll always learn from and benefit from. And that's a love and experience that I will never be able to replicate, and my husband will never be able to replicate. It's only the love that a grandparent can give, and for that, we as his parents are eternally grateful to Grand-Gran and Big Mama for that. And with that, I'm going to transition to a most important experience that's a part of our time together today, and that's to be able to witness a day in the life at Groves. What's it like being a Groves student? What's it like walking in the footsteps of a Groves student? I know you have that question. Well, that question is getting ready to be answered by watching this next video. We are very excited to have students back in the building for classes each day, but to keep everyone safe and healthy, we're not able yet to have visitors. Normally, we'd love to walk you through the building to give you a first-hand look at our mission in action, building confidence, success, and purpose through transformative learning experiences. Today, we're going to do it virtually. Over the next few minutes, our teachers and students will provide a snapshot for what makes Groves so special. Let's take a look.
The Wilson Reading System is designed for students who have significant struggles with reading and spelling. It is based on scientific research, and its effectiveness is proven. At Groves Academy, we teach this program for 45 minutes a day to students in small groups of 3 or 4. Instruction includes sound awareness and phonics, as well as vocabulary and reading comprehension. The lessons are structured and consistent from day to day. Our teachers are well trained, and we teach Wilson with fidelity. Our goal is for students to become fluent readers and accurate spellers.
The Writing Revolution is a program that teaches the essential skills that enable students to be able to communicate effectively in writing and to become better readers and critical thinkers. This method emphasizes that sentences are the building blocks of all writing and that grammar is best taught through students' writing. Students learn a writing process in which the most important phases are planning and revising. Writing Revolution strategies are embedded in our instruction at all levels and in most content areas.
The goal of the Singapore Math program is for our younger students to achieve mastery of math concepts through carefully sequenced lessons and activities. These teach the students more than just how to do calculations. We want our students to know why strategies and concepts work and approach problem solving in an ordered, logical way. The Singapore Math program encourages students to think mathematically and develop a positive attitude toward math, and to understand its importance. This approach depends on a deeper understanding of math concepts instead of rote memorization of facts and formulas. As students move through our middle and upper schools, we continue to challenge them through traditional courses such as pre-algebra, algebra 1 and 2, geometry, trig, and stats. Emphasis in these courses is placed on mathematical thinking and decision-making.
Executive function includes the ability to plan for the future, organize, and prioritize tasks, as well as start them. No one has perfect executive function skills, but with the support of their teachers, students can better understand their learning, develop a growth mindset, and improve their planning and organizational skills. At Groves Academy, students learn about following routines, like how to get ready for school in the morning. Teachers support their planning and organization by helping them set up their binders and manage their homework assignments. In upper school, students take an executive function class every day where they learn the components of executive function and how each of those affect their daily lives.
At Groves, we bring research-based practices to the classroom, giving students what they need. Expert teachers, purposely designed class groupings, and specialized curriculum grounded in best practices, and our 4 pillars: social-emotional learning, diversity, equity, and inclusion, executive functioning, and technology. In addition, students can choose from a variety of electives offered during the day, as well as after-school activities and sports. Groves students come to understand that they have tremendous potential and can succeed through their efforts. They no longer feel like they are on the outside looking in, but instead belong to a supportive community of learners. As you can see, Groves is full of talented students and teachers. Miss Becca Tutwal, our music teacher, has put together a fine performance with our lower school students for you all to enjoy. Sit back and enjoy the show. The mission of Groves is fueled by philanthropy. I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, Linda Domholt, the Director of Advancement at Groves, who will share all the ways the community supports the great work being done each day at Groves.
Thank you, Kim. The advancement team has the great fortune to serve as ambassadors for our powerful mission to build confidence, success, and purpose through transformative learning experiences. Groves is a 501c3 education nonprofit, and our team works year-round to secure resources that provide over $1.5 million in scholarships for more than 30% of our students. We also raise funds to help bring the proven Groves Literacy Framework to K-3 classrooms in the Twin Cities. This year, Groves is taking the methods we have honed in our school over the past 49 years, and we are sharing them in partnership with 65 public, charter, and Catholic schools all over the Twin Cities to positively impact thousands of students in our broader community. It is our privilege to work with current and alumni families to share stories, honor legacy, and celebrate the many successes that happen at Groves. There are a couple ways you can get involved and help support Groves. First, the Groves Grandparents Club. A gift of $250 or more to the scholarship fund at Groves Academy enrolls you in the Grandparents Club. Participation helps provide scholarship support to students who might otherwise not be able to attend Groves Academy. To sign up or read more about this, please visit our website under the Support Our Work tab. Another way to get involved and support Groves is by attending our annual gala. Save the date for Saturday, April 23rd to attend a celebration of Groves' mission and propel the work of transforming lives through education. Visit us at www.grovesgala.org for more information. Thank you again for supporting Groves and our fabulous students.
Because of Groves Academy's proven success with students for over 49 years, we have recently begun sharing what we know works beyond the four walls of our building. We have developed a framework and curriculum to teach reading to all learners at all levels. We are sharing our approach to literacy instruction with public, charter, Catholic, and independent schools. This fall, we have 65 partner schools and are supporting more than 440 classroom teachers. This is Groves Literacy Partnerships. Our program focuses on supporting teachers and students in general education classrooms from kindergarten to third grade. As you may know, the focus on those grades is on learning how to read, but from fourth grade on, you are reading to learn. But if you've never learned how to read, how can you read to learn? The strength of Groves Literacy Partnerships lies with merging the art of teaching and the proven science of reading. A Groves Literacy coach works one-on-one with a classroom teacher to help them implement the Groves Method curriculum, teach with fidelity, and become a Groves Certified Literacy Teacher. We put together a video to show you more.
KIPP Minnesota is part of the National Foundation of KIPP, which is one of the largest charter management organizations across the country. And at KIPP Minnesota, we currently serve about 665 students, kindergarten through 8th grade. We want to revolutionize literacy in the way that it's done by making sure that there's good instruction that happens in the classroom so that we can deliver on our mission and ensure that our children can choose the life that they want because of education.
When I think about our Groves partnership, first of all, it addresses the science of reading, right? The science of reading is what does a student actually need to know before they transition to reading to learn, right? We have to first teach them to learn to read. And that's when our awesome, joyous Groves partnership comes into place. Our collaboration is strong and it is consistent, and that means a lot. When I think about consistency with Groves, I think about a curriculum that is outlined from day one all the way to the end of school of what exactly students should learn throughout the process to be fluent readers. And as we know, when we have fluent readers, we have students who are able to comprehend.
What people were noticing is that a lot of schools in the Twin Cities were not really teaching children how to read. There was huge gaps and so many kids falling behind the cracks. In addition to all the curriculum materials, really what sets our Groves Literacy Partnership apart from other curriculums is we provide an actual coach that's designated just for your school, and teachers receive coaching based on their needs. When we come with a good curriculum, strong professional development, and we have strong teacher-coach relationships, we can really change the face of literacy in the Twin Cities and our country.
I think with the Groves Partnership, it's possible to really get whole classes reading at grade level by the end of the year. Good literacy instruction is the foundation of education. When you have kids who don't know how to read, accessing curriculum is almost impossible. But I feel very confident sending these kindergartners up to first grade next year and beyond, knowing that they can read and they're gonna be at a huge advantage in their reading lessons and their math and their science lessons because they have that foundation built.
When you walk inside a kindergarten classroom and they are actually holding a book at their level and reading it, all I can think about is where did their foundational skills come from? And their foundational skills came from the Groves method. It came from our Groves Partnership. It came from us believing in the science of reading and actually following an outlined curriculum to do just that. Reading is life, and that's what I think about when I think about the Groves Partnership, and why our number one priority here at our school is literacy is life, because it is. Once a student learns how to read, they learn how to navigate the world.
One of the many unique things we do here at Groves is our middle school students produce a newscast that is shared with students and staff every few weeks. Mr. McAllister worked with some middle school students to prepare a special edition newscast to share with you today.
Grandparents and special friends, I'm Liana.
And I'm Lena, and we're delighted to be presenting this very special Middle School Grandparents and Special Friends Day news program live from Groves Academy.
Wait, did you say live?
That's right, Liana. The school purchased some very expensive satellite time to make this a live broadcast.
Gee, now I'm nervous. I thought it was just going to be a recording.
No, Liana. In fact, two of our very own Groves Academy students blasted off into space in the Blue Origin spaceship to visit the satellite only 20 minutes ago.
Why did they do that?
It's a very good question, Liana. It's because we're having a space party.
We are?
Yes, and we needed someone to plan it. Plan it. Get it? Plan it.
Oh my goodness. That's worse than a dad joke. That's a granddad joke.
Well, let's see if we can speak to our two intrepid explorers. Josie, Isaac, you there?
Hi, Leanna and Lena.
Hello, Earth. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Isaac. What's it like up there?
Well, Lena, it's like one of Mr. Boney's birthday parties.
What do you mean?
No atmosphere.
What about you, Josie? Do you like space?
It's awesome. I've been learning all about it and reading this book on anti-gravity.
Do you like it?
It's impossible to put down.
Well, luckily, that's all the satellite time we could afford.
Say goodbye, Josie and Isaac.
Goodbye, Josie and Isaac.
Well, that's all from us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And thanks for being really amazing grandparents and special friends.
Bye!
Thank you for joining our virtual Grandparents and Special Friends Day event. I hope you enjoyed your time with us today. We are so grateful for your support of our students, teachers, and the entire Groves community.